Yeah, hello. Yeah, hi friends. So today we'll start with a topic called as a GitHub. Okay. So you might be getting question in this mind. Okay, why we should learn the GitHub, or what is basically means this GitHub. Okay, maybe you heard this particular term, this Git and GitHub, in a different websites, or maybe in different places. Okay, so what is mean by this basically a GitHub? Before okay, let's start. So GitHub is a, you can say it's a kind of a website, okay, and a some cloud based service which helps you, the developers mostly, to store and manage the code, as well as track and control the changes to the code, and whatever, suppose some kind of a project they have made and they wanted to do some kind of a modification on that particular project. Okay, they wanted to upload this particular project somewhere else on the cloud. So for that particular platform we have this GitHub. Okay, so to understand exactly what a GitHub is, we need to know about the two components. Okay, the two basic components. First one is called as a Git, and second one is called as a version control system. Okay, so version control system, if we talk about in a layman terms, imagine you're working on some data science project, or maybe on some data analyst project, and made some kind of a changes to a code last night. Okay, the next morning your friend also makes some kind of improvements on that top of your code, on the top of your code or your project. So to avoid any kind of a confusion between you and your friends, whatever changes you're going to make on that particular code, okay, and merge these particular changes, you need some kind of a system. That system is called as a version control system. Next we have called as a Git. Now what is a Git? As we know, Git actually is a kind of an open source version control system only, which is created by a man named called as Linus Torvalds in 2005, and it is a some kind of a distributed VCS, version control system, which means that entire code base and a history is available on every developer's computer, and this particular computer which allows for easy branching and merging the any projects in the industry, which consists of many people, right? Because one particular project, we are not working on a only on single projects, only that particular developer or maybe the analyst is not working. Okay, there are AI researchers, there may be a data scientist or software developers, okay, testers, they are all working together to refine that particular project, right? So Git enables us, or enables the developers, to keep the track of this particular changes, okay, and merge them in a single repository. Definitely, because it is distributed on a several other repository, so we wanted to merge in a single repository. Now you might be worrying about what is called as a term repository, right? So there are basically many terminologies which is used in GitHub. First one is called as a very famous, called as a repository, or you can say a repo. So repository or repo means is kind of a directory only, okay, or kind of a directory where your all the codes, all the necessary files, your readme files, your text file, your source code, okay, whatever things are there related to your projects, that everything is stored on that directory, and that directory is called as a repository, or maybe on a short term you can say as a repo. Okay, so for each project you make, you can make a one repo for it and keep your code files, and you can read the files, you can load the image files, you can load the text files, all other particular related set of important files in that particular directory. Okay, second important terminology regarding the GitHub is a commit. Actually commit, you can say, example, taking a snapshot of your repository, okay, taking some kind of a snapshot of your repository and making the checkpoint against it, against your snapshot. Okay, so in this way, what it helps you to re-evaluate or restore the particular project to any previous version you have updated or any previous changes you have done. Okay, so it makes it easier to split a feature into some minute commits. Okay, and this commit will going to group together, and for this we use the commit command only, called as a git commit command to use for it. Okay, so other terms are also there, terminologies are there which is used in the GitHub, called as a push. Okay, and we have a pull, like git push command will going to upload all the content or the file from your local repository to the remote repository. Okay, it exports the commit to the local branches, to the different branches. Okay, there are basically two branches in the GitHub, the main, called as the main branch and the master branch. Okay, and the pull terminology is used to fetch some kind of a content from the GitHub or from a remote repository. So we will look into it, means what are the, how we can set up our GitHub account and how we can upload our repository, how we can create our repository in a GitHub account, and how we can upload our particular content or our particular project. Okay, through the help of Git commands also, and through the help of GitHub also. We both have a both option. Through the remote repository we can do, through the user interface we can do. Okay, GUI, which is called as a GitHub, and through the Git commands also we can upload our projects. So let's see. Okay, this particular interface, when you create your account, this type of interface you're going to see on your particular GitHub account. Okay, so let's see, go to Google, all of us, and let's set up an account. First of all, if you wanted to download the Git, okay, then you have a particular, call as a one account called gitscm.com. this is the link, gitscm.com. go into this particular link. Okay, and you can download this from here. You can see download for Windows. Okay, just click on this and you can download it. Okay, next, this is called as Git. Okay, the moment you install is Git, you can see in your Windows, when you search on your Windows search bar, call as a Git, you can see this is a Git bash and Git GUI. These two particular things you're going to see this Git bash. Okay, this is the terminal, you can see here, right? Okay, now, but we are just interested in the GitHub. Okay, so just type here GitHub and go to your first link. Go to first link, github.com. Can you see this interface? Here you have to come and do the sign up. Okay, the moment you click on sign up, you can see this type of things, right? First of all, enter your email. Okay, your particular primary email, which you do everything with that. Enter your email. Suppose I'm setting my email. Okay, continue. You can create a password. Okay, doesn't matter, you can create a password, any password you want, it depends upon you. Okay, you can write a username. Suppose my username is, I am setting my dish 2003 4 5 6, anything, any random number you can give, but it should be available here. Okay, it should be available here. Suppose 3420036, anything. Yeah, it's available. See, I'm continuing. Okay, now you have to receive the product and updates announcement via email. Okay, do the yes and continue. After doing this, you can see this type of puzzle, this type of question will going to come. Please solve the puzzle to verify that you are a human. Okay, now click start the puzzle to solve. You can start the puzzle. Okay, here only. So in this, what you have to do, pick one square that shows two identical objects, means two same objects. In which image you are finding two same object, you have to choose that one. I can see in this particular image I can find two same objects, right? So I can click on this. Okay, again two identical objects, search which is two identical objects. Here only, here we have this one. Okay, done. Now click on create account. The moment you're going to create account, it will ask you for the, just save this particular, yeah. Now go to your particular email ID and check that email. Okay, you can go to your email ID and check your email. You can check your email. Let me come and check my emails. You can see GitHub launch code. It is a 260798384, right? So let's go to your GitHub again and verify your email address. See, after that you have to see how many team members will be working with you. You can just select your organization type, okay, and you can work with it. So just like for currently I am selecting just me. Are you student or teacher? You can select according to that, okay. So if you are a student, you can select a student. If you are a teacher, you can select a teacher, okay. According to you, you can select it, okay. Continue. You see, these are the some specific features which is provided by the GitHub. If you have time, you can read it, like a collaborative coding, automation and CI/CD, security, client apps, project management, team administration, community. These are the things you can find it, right? So click on continue. See, there are two versions available here. One is called as an enterprise version and one is for the free versions, okay. So we are here for the free version. In free version you can see 15 GB of code space storage are there, 120 core hours of code spaces compute, 500 MB of package storage you have, and 2000 CI/CD minutes per minute pipelines you can create, okay. So skip the personalization, you can skip it. Now you can say boom, you are entering into, see, they are GitHub initializing your dashboard. So this is your particular dashboard, okay. When you create your account, this is your dashboard. See here, right? So there are many things in this particular dashboard, okay, but we are interested to create a repository and how we can upload our repository. So you can see there is a one particular option called as a create repository, okay. Just before creating the repository, let me tell you what are the things you can do. You can see this icon, go to this icon and you can say profile. Just go to your profile and set up a profile differently, okay. You can set up a profile, you have to edit your profile and say about yourself, okay. The moment you click on your profile, you can say this repository, go into repositories and you have this new repository. Just click on this, okay. After clicking, it is asking for repository name. You can give any repository name. Suppose I am giving you project, okay. You can, this is the description. If you wanted to give some kind of a description, you can give, you can write, yeah, I am making this project on HTML, like this you can write, okay, on data analyst, okay. Make this as a public because everyone wants to see your particular thing what you have done, okay. Now leave as it is everything as a default and create a repository, okay. The moment you create a repository, you can see here, now next here you have to click on upload an existing file. You can see upload an existing file. Just click on that upload an existing file. Now choose a file from your local computer, okay, where you have kept your particular project, okay. Choose a file. Suppose I am just giving you, let me go particular, suppose let me take some projects, okay. And yeah, let's see, I wanted to upload this assignment or this particular file, okay, or this project file I want to upload. So just click on this and open it, okay. See here you can say for loop statement.py, it get uploaded. Now you can do the commit changes and you can write optional parameters if you want. This is my Python code, you can write as an option, okay. Now commit the changes. Now it's processing your file. You can see changes has been get committed, right? You have commit the changes. Now what you can do, if you wanted to see what are the things you have done, right, just click on this particular thing, for loop statement. You can see all of your codes and whatever things you have written, everything is here, right? Every full particular projects, whatever you have written, it is everything is here, right? So next time what happens when you just enter, for a safety purpose I am saying just bookmark this particular tab. Okay, bookmark your this GitHub. Okay, now if you wanted to log in, go to github.com. okay, and you can see the moment you type github.com, if you have saved your password, you can see here one repository name as a project, right? Click on this, you can see a code here and this statement, right? So these are the things so we can do with the GitHub, and there are many lots of things are there you can do with the GitHub. Okay, and you can also learn the Gits also, what is meant by Git and GitHub. Okay, so for learning the Git and GitHub in detail, you can connect to the Coachx.Live and you can start learning all the things you want. Okay, so thank you for all of you for today. Yeah, thank you. Okay, bye bye.